I listened to a sermon recently that really caught my interest. The title of the sermon was "You're More Than That." Hi, I'm Dr. David Hawkins. I'm the director of the Marriage Recovery Center, where we specialize in narcissistic and emotional abuse. And even when I say that, narcissistic or narcissism and emotional abuse, I'm mindful of how reductionistic that is. What do I mean by reductionistic? Anytime we use a label, we're reducing someone to that label. So that's part of my training. My training is to diagnose and to label, and we do it, professionals do it, to make it easy to communicate and to make sure everybody knows what we're talking about. And it's commonplace. And yet, my goodness, the moment I use a label, I've reduced someone to that label and the definition of that label. And none of us like that. None of us. We don't like it. Who wants to be called a narcissist? Who wants to be called a borderline? Who wants to be called a codependent, a depressive? Whatever the title is, we've reduced that person to that title, that label. And that label is often given to someone and their most difficult moment, their most challenging moment, maybe their worst moment. They were narcissistic, and so then we label them narcissistic. And indeed, perhaps they were narcissistic, selfish. Whatever the label given to this person during their most difficult moment, and then it sticks with them, and then we use it again and again and again. And who of us don't want to live beyond the label? Who of us don't want to be known to be more than how we've been described? So, is there a time to say someone is narcissistic? Of course. Selfish? Of course. Codependent? Of course. But my goodness, we've got to use the labels very sparingly. And then even more important, we've got to inspect our heart to decide, are we giving this person a chance to become more than how we've labeled them, or even how we think of them in our mind? Because maybe we don't use the label outright, but maybe we think of a person as, they're mean, they're selfish, they're controlling. Again, I get it, because these are kind of lazy or easy ways to describe someone. But is the lazy person always lazy? Is the selfish person always selfish? Is the narcissistic person always narcissistic? Is the person who is emotionally dysregulated always emotionally dysregulated? All right, what's the point? The point is, be careful with labels and give people an opportunity to grow beyond those labels. Some research has been done that the way we label someone is likely the way we're going to treat them. And come on, we're all in this together, and we're really looking for change. So think about the person as being more than how you might have labeled them. Think about asking your mate to be seen in a new light. Asking, not demanding, asking. Let's give everybody an opportunity to change. And let's see then when the change happens and noticing positive changes. Okay, Take care.